This is January 11th, 2024. I'm making this record for Wagner Lawn Service, who is the gardener for this gigantic pink mansion next door. And Mr. Wagner, I know this isn't the first time. I've called you over once about 6 months to take some branches, or a branch or two, off this gigantic dead cherry tree. That's not real good. I'm just keeping this for the record to show what I've been doing. Windstorm hit 2-3 days ago and dropped these. This is the second drop in about a week that the cherry tree has dropped. You can tell that the branches are all pretty dead. And then I have this strange looking vines that are out here. I'm kind of glad it's come down as far as, I'm going to put a beehive back here, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the cherry tree is on the other side of the fence. This is an 8-foot fence abutting my back property. This fence has been put up, I don't know, 60s, 50s, 60s. It's 8 feet tall, and it goes 300 feet that way and 300 feet that way. About 3 or 4 properties it takes care of. Now the tree, which has got all this, cherry tree which has all this vining on it, looks really nice. My wife really loves it and everything. It is just ripe to fall. This branch right here, if you go up to right there, you can see it as it gets to the tree. It's just hanging there. And then this other piece I'm worried about is right here. It's just barely anything grabbing hold of that. It's gonna fall. It's no big problem. It's no big worry. I just take the thing and cut down as I go. What I'm afraid of is this branch right here to the right. It goes all the way out here, all the way up, facing that giant pine tree or whatever it is. I think if that one or the one next to it that goes over my neighbor's property, I think what's going to happen is that branch all the way up there is going to fall right here, and it's either going to damage my new fence, or it's going to wreck his kids' playhouse. Now I don't know if that will happen. My wife really likes the tree. I like the tree. We're good neighbors. We really like the pink rock star. Losing my religion is I like that song. So you can see here, this is another look at this branch. This huge branch up here. It's just, you know, a squirrel can get on it and knock the whole thing down. It goes all the way out here. That's the only thing I really kind of feel bad about, is that these branches were used by the neighboring squirrels in the Pink Mansion's estate. And what they have done is they have used this tree, and they used to have these big limbs here. They would come out over the top of my property, jump onto this other tree right here. Then they would jump to this big green bush. I mean, that's what it was in 1966. Then they jump on my roof and come around the front where I feed them in my Chinese garden. So I'm just keeping track of other things that have fallen. This is just fallen down right here. My wife was telling me this one right here, I'm going to drag it all the way over to this other pile, and then I cut it up into firewood, and I have some people that really like it. we're concerned about this tree all the way up here. If that falls, I'm gonna need a new house, which I hope it doesn't. Like I said, my wife's really loves all this old stuff, and here's another one, matter of fact. The windstorms, every year they bring something down. Let's see if we can get this one out. Here's another one here, and some more pieces here, and there might be some pieces over here. Every year, pieces of the trees, the wind blows them down, and that's just normal. I guess it's how the trees shed their everything. That right there, we call it the Big Pink Mansion. It's the governor's mansion. It's a historic site. I've never been over there, but I have talked to some of the gardeners and things that work over there. And it's a great area. I mean, they're great neighbors. And it's really, really quiet. So we're lucky to, me and my wife, to have such neighbors. And we also, Mr. Wagner, we want to be good neighbors too. So I'm just going to see if maybe take some more of these branches over here. I'm going to see if this tree up here, if some of the big limbs may fall. I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, it's I'm just being proactive. It's not my tree. It's not on my property, and I'll just have to watch it and see what happens. It's a beautiful old cherry tree, but it's, as you can see right here in this 8-inch piece right here, it's been dead for a long, long time. Okay, well, I'm just keeping this for the record. Just let the world know what I'm doing and trying to be a good neighbor. And this is the second time in about 8 days I've had to cut this much up. All right, thank you. Happy holidays.